Oh, hi.
You know, today I come out here to this oak tree.
This is a burr. It's a hybrid burr. It came from Morse Nursery out of Michigan, and it's a pretty good growing tree called a Bodacious Bur. Well, today what I intend to do is I'm going to release this tree from that tree tube.
As you can see, that tree tube is on that tree pretty tight. And it's time to take that tube off that tree and see what it looks like under there, because there is no room whatsoever down there in the bottom. It's just gotten too big for that tube. We'll take the tube off and utilize fencing. Now, I got a utility knife and I don't want to score deep, so I'll just barely bring that blade out so it can grab that tube. And I'm hoping I have to bring it out a little bit for down here. Just to get it started. There we go. Yeah. Should be enough. We'll lay it flat onto the tube and just come straight up. Bring it out a little bit right here because I got room to work. I'm just barely cutting into it because I don't want to damage that tree. Was that big old spider I just seen underneath there? There we go. You know, the one thing I really like about them tree tubes is it causes that tree to grow straight up, and it gives it a really good straight trunk. That's the one thing I really do like about them tubes. And got a bunch of insects in there, earwigs, and a couple spiders. A little bit of moss growing in there. All that right there will dry out and fall off on its own, but it'll do the work. It did the work I wanted it to do as far as growing a good straight trunk. I am very, very pleased at how that tree turned out. Incidentally, that tree tube has been around that tree for about 7 years, 6 years, somewhere around there. It's been on there long enough, that's for sure. I got two other ones right here beside me that I took the tubes off of them last year, and they turned out very, very healthy afterwards, and it didn't hurt them trees at all. Some people call tree tube a tree coffin. They can be if you don't maintain them. You know, sometimes you got to figure out getting that tube up, cleaning all the junk out from underneath it, and that's what I did with this one here last year. I was able to raise that tube up last year, clean out underneath it, but this year it picked up girth, and that's what I wanted, that girth. I wanted that tree to grow into a really nice tree, and it did. It grew up to be a beautiful tree. A lot of these oaks that I got, you know, they're, I guess you can say one day they'll be timber quality, I don't know, but I planted these oaks years ago as a food source for the wildlife, mainly deer. This tree, incidentally, has an acorn bigger than my thumb. They put out a big acorn. Out of the 3 trees I have right here, 2 of them have decided that they just wanted to grow. That's fresh growth right there. And they didn't put out the acorns. One way over there, it's got acorns all over in it. You don't see as much of this light green growing foliage on it as you do this in here and one next to it. And yeah, it's very nice to come out here and enjoy what it is that I've gotten into. Bodacious Bur. I did a scion off of one I got out there by the house and grafted it into another oak tree that I wasn't real pleased with, and it took off very well. I've got several more oak trees that I want to graft into. I only did the one this year because it's my first year of trying, and I didn't want to accidentally kill any of them. Well, there's an acorn right there. First acorn this tree right here is taking on. Probably a few of them up in there. But yeah, there's one right there. I'm looking at it. Anyways, just something that I wanted to share with you. And I'm very pleased with what I got going on here. Well, my name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. And don't forget to click on that bell for notifications. You all have a God bless day.